Hello, all of my sleepy bears! My name's Chronically Blue. Welcome back to more Super Mario Sunshine 100%. Last episode, we have done just about everything that we possibly could in Rico Harbor, except for technically three little things. So you know what time it is. Everyone's favorite segment. So what did I miss? In case you haven't been here before, so what did I miss is where I go through all the blue coins, I got hair in my mouth, that I possibly missed and haven't done it all. Because last time I would go through and get all of them as I just found them, and then we would do what did I miss for any of the ones that I missed. But I decided to switch it up for this one to just go ahead and go after all of them for the what did I miss in order to go ahead and break it down. So these are all in episode 1, and if you forget what episodes they are in, I put it in the bottom left hand corner so it's easy to see and hard to miss, much like the blue coins. I know the last time I did a small update just saying that I lost my voice a little bit. I went to Universal Studios, not where they film the Nickelodeon shows, but the fun little amusement park place, and rode a few rides, as you do, and screamed my head off because that's what you're supposed to do on a roller coaster. But I kind of lost control of the screaming part and screamed a little too much, so much so that when I woke up the next day in order to try to record, okay, that's a weird little physical glitch, but okay. So much so that when I woke up the next morning in order to try to record videos, I sounded a little weird to myself, but when I did the recording and even asked some people, they're like, no, you sound the same. I'm like, okay. Well, still, I'm going to rest my voice for a little bit just to make it a little bit easier on myself. Plus, also, it was the entire week of the festive holiday that I celebrate. Now, I'm not going to... I know a lot of people will talk about the stuff they got, so I won't do that. I'm not going to talk about the big things I got. Instead, I'm going to talk about the small things I got, which I cherish. Not as much as the big things, because I know exactly what I'm going to do with the big things, but I'm going to talk about the small things. I got 2 calendars from 2 separate people, which is a little weird. One of them is a kitten calendar, just with a bunch of pictures of cute little kittens. The other one is a Cat Wars calendar, where it's cats with cat sayings with lightsabers. Although, because it is copyright free, it is specifically illuminated batons. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Take that one. But I did finally get around to playing Astro's Playroom, which actually was really good. I enjoyed going through and finding all the things and being able to interact with all the stuff. If you've never played Astro's Playroom before, I highly suggest it. It's really cool just to see what all is possible with it. Thank you, Mario. Now, okay, yeah. So ignore the blue coin total here. That is a blue coin that I missed and legitimately lost sleep over. So when I did this, I put up a little guide just so I could try to keep track of it all. But the guide is not specific and does not give photos for reference. And of course, it's from IGN, so why would it be good? I would go through the guide and it would try to describe stuff, and it just was not happening. Not even the slightest. So I basically just went around, found most of them myself, and then I couldn't find one. And I'm like, what the heck? Where can I find this one? Now for this one, you gotta be really careful. You're going to do the little dash slide thing. Make sure to clean up all the goop that is possible. Bounce off, do a little divey dive, and there you go. That one is very strict. It is very difficult in order to get that one. Next one, we're going to go over here to the little submarine. That's right, the yellow submarine. And no, I will not make a Beatles joke, because the Beatles are from the 60s, and we are already 60 years from when the Beatles were popular. I'm sorry, that might be a little sad, actually, now that I think about it, but it's fine. We are now in episode 2, and there's not a lot here. In fact, there was only that one that appears right there, and that's it. First one is going to be episode 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're just going through and getting them all. you can attack these little crab things in order to get blue coins, which are very helpful. But I was just going through, and because I did not have a good voice for when I had the time to record, I decided to just record anyway. So these few episodes are going to be a little post-commentary, but don't worry, it'll be okay, I promise. We will be alright, and I will try to stay as on-focused as I possibly can. Now with this blue coin, I vaguely remember some people getting it with the bloopers in the Surfing Safari, but I couldn't do it, so I just got the rocket nozzle to do it, which both are valid. Now over here, you're going to use the rocket nozzle to get all the way up to this little palm tree thing, squirt the M to get the blue coin, and there we go. A little hard to find, because it's off in the distance, so, it's annoying. Now, with the rocket nozzle, once you complete the Cage Shine sprite, you can then use the rocket nozzle up there on the blue platform, pop the blooper, and there's the blue coin. Isn't that lovely? I think it's lovely. It's beautiful. Okay, and now, let us go ahead and see what we have next on the agenda. That's not all the blue coins. If we go to episode 6, we can spray this little fish basket. It is this specific fish basket. They're pretty cheap, if not... That's nice here. Okay, and then we have this little box right over... No, we don't. I apologize. I was getting things confused. For this one, I heard if you jump out of the sewer thing and then jump up to touch the bug, it'll die. But apparently if you just whack it with your face, then it'll disappear as well. So, we'll take it. And here we are going to use the rocket nozzle in order to get all the way up to these platforms here, because there is an M. Now, there is a singular blue coin we cannot get here yet because of a specific reason that we will actually find come Friday. That's right, I promise you, we will find out why we could not get the blue coins, and we will actually go back and get the blue coins for Rico Harbor, as well as Bianco Hills. I almost said Isle Delfino. It's hard to remember all these names. I miss the good old days when the names were like stuff that made sense. But now that we've gotten all the blue coins, it is time for the 100 coins. This is where I get to talk about whatever I want. So I recently have been binging Boy Meets World. It's a 90s Disney sitcom from ABC Family. So already I don't have too much high hopes just because they typically don't go over a lot of important stuff. But because it was on ABC, they tend to go over some important stuff a lot more than normal. Such as there's some stuff about, how can I say this? I'll go over the happy parts. So there's a crossover cameo in one of the episodes with starring two specific stars from their own sitcom that I believe went on at the same time, which was really cool to see. I've almost finished Season 6. I just have Season 7 left to go, which would be cool. And the thing is, I did it backwards because I was around and watching Girl Meets World before I even knew there was a Boy Meets World. I saw all of the sequel, none of the previous stuff. So that's why when they were like, hey, look, it's this person, I'm like, huh? Who's that? So I don't feel the need to go back and rewatch Girl Meets World, though. And most of it's just kind of like, meh. But if you watch Girl Meets World before you see Boy Meets World, you're not losing anything. I promise. You'll be alright. Now, if you watch it back to back to back, then you're going to be like, huh? But all in all, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. A lot more than I typically would. But it's weird that Boy Meets World isn't a, like, famous sitcom. I guess because it's, like, not really for... Well, I guess it could be. I guess because it wasn't necessarily aimed for adults. It was more aimed for, like, people that were just growing up at the time. So I don't really hear a lot of, like, hip hip hoorays for Boy Meets World. I hear a lot of stuff for Friends and Seinfeld and even a little bit of Frasier here and there. And even a little bit of The Nanny, which I didn't think The Nanny was too popular, but then again, what do I know? I haven't seen all of it. I only saw a few episodes of it when it was on Nick at Night, which I probably shouldn't have been watching. But anyway, it's not like it was anything too bad. So yes, we're going through getting the 100 coins, And as you can tell, it starts to get a little sparse to get the coins. I personally did this in episode 3 just because that's what the guide told me to do. And thankfully, the guide doesn't really help a whole lot with the blue coins, sweet goodness. With the, well, they don't. It doesn't help with the yellow coins. So it gives you some tips of like what to do and where to go in case there's like some secret stuff where like you spray this thing, it gives you coins. If you spray this against the wall, it gives you 3 instead of 1. That's that kind of stuff, but not like a specific route for how to go through and do it. So, meh. But I took my sweet time here, just going through and getting all the coins I possibly could, and then falling off the water due to the bloopers, because of course they would push me off, which was so much fun. I know I've said this before, I'm going to go ahead and say it again. I am so proud of myself for knowing and figuring out how to do this, so that way the audio matches the video. Because previously I would go to the video, change the speed of the video, and then the audio would not be sped up. So it would just be the regular audio, and the video would be sped up, so you'd be like, what's going on here? This is weird. Finally figured out how to do it, so that's cool. Very happy about that. Okay, now we're going to go right up here in order to go ahead and get the Shine Sprite. Okay, now that we've done all that, it's back to the regular speed. Hello, Delfino Plaza. Okay, so we've already done a lot. We got all the blue coins, well, most of them. We got the 100 coin shine. We're missing 1 shine there in Rico Harbor. But I'm getting really tired of seeing this big slime face over here. So let's go ahead and take care of that. As well as I'm also going to be using this time to just go around and view some of the little side shine sprites. The super easy ones, I should say. Because there are a lot of blue coins here, and you cannot get all the blue coins until you get all the regular stuff. So, meh, that'll be fun. But yes, there's 2 specific shines in Isle Delfino that I am saving. One of them is, no, actually they are both very well known. It is the one where you travel by boat, and the other one where it's a pachinko machine. Although I'm sure most people in America call it a pinball machine. Which, technically, I guess, if you really want to. Only I would fail at that part. It's okay, these things happen. Luckily, it resets you here. Whereas if you die riding a blooper in Rico Harbor, it takes you all the way back out to the level, to the main area where you have to go back to Rico Harbor, jump inside the M, select the episode again. Which is really annoying. I wish that they didn't do that, but I don't know. Maybe they just couldn't do it right? I don't know. This game came out in like 2003, so like, meh. That's right, Mario. Wah. Okay, great. Got some shine sprites, but now there are still more to collect. And don't you worry, we will be tackling... Actually, you know what? In the next episodes, we're going to be doing a little bit of random stuff. We're going to be going to... Wow, that's the name of a song if I've ever heard one. We're going to go through a few different areas in order to try to advance the plot as well as advance our ability to collect everything. So we got this man here.
Break all the crates within 30 seconds to win a prize. You want to try?
Now, in case you have never done this before, you have difficulty with it, try to make it so that Mario breaks at least 2 at a time. That's really helpful. And if you can't do that, that's okay. Just work on it, I guess. And if you run out of time, it's no big deal, because you can just exit, re-enter, and the crates will be right back there. So you're gonna see me fail right here, because these things, they happen. Ooh, so close. But again, no big deal. They respawn, so you really don't have to worry about it. But you do have to talk to them before you start breaking crates. Now, you can only get, if I remember correctly, 3 shines this way. Weird that this man is just holding 3 shines when, you know, we need them to restore the sunshine to Isle Delfino, but whatever. If you need help, make sure to focus on Mario's shadow to ensure that you are over top the boxes before you ground pound. That does help a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And once you do that, he gives us a shine. And then we go all the way back to Isle Delfino, where we have to go all the way back in order to go and get more shines. I believe you can get 3 shines from this man. And you will know when your time is up, because when you break the boxes a fourth time, then it'll just be a clear shine. Those are the ones that you've seen previously, where when I do the secret of the da-da-da, and we have FLUDD with us, then the crystal-ish clear shine is still there, where if you get it, nothing happens. It just ends the level. So, cool. But at least it's a good way to tell you if you've gotten it or not. Is that what they did with Mario 64? You know what? I'm not sure now. I think so, but I also don't think so. I forgot how they do it in Mario 64. Was it clear or just a shadow? This is gonna bother me now. Man, it's a good thing I've already 100% in Mario 64, which, can I say, it feels like so long ago since I've done that. But I think I did that this year, which is, like, super weird. Like, I never thought that it would be possible for me to do that. But I did, and I'm just like, wow, can't believe I did that. I mentioned this in a bunch of previous Let's Plays, but I'd really like a belt that has little notches in it or like little icons, like badges, for each game that I've completed. Not something lame like, you know, just Super Mario Sunshine, Mario 64. No, I'm talking like a little thing, like a blue coin for Mario Sunshine, a brain for Psychonauts. What other stuff have I done? Sweet goodness, I can't even remember. That's how you know you're doing a good job. You can't remember the games you played. An egg for Spyro the Dragon. That's a good one. I just like that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm trying to say something, but I don't get the words right. I never enjoy having a shirt or a hat that just has the name of something, because that's lame. To me, that's lame. That is disingenuous, and it just says, hey, I know what this is. Whereas if I have something that has like a deep meaning to it, or lyrics that aren't in the chorus from a pop song, or like Cookie Cat from Steven Universe, that's cool. That's cool. That's the thing that I like. Because then you have to actually watch it to know what it's about, instead of just being like a smiley face in Nirvana. Like, yeah, that's Nirvana. No kidding. It says it right there. And I have a few things like that, and it's cool. I very much enjoy those. Now, unfortunately, we cannot do this one because we do not have the rocket nozzle. But what we could do is still show off that you could spray the Shine Sprite, which, I mean, you can. It'll rotate, and then once it gets clean, a Shine Sprite will appear right on top, and then you will need the rocket nozzle in order to get up there. Now, this is the worst place to get blue coins. There's just way too many of them.
Howdy, throw me a coin, I'll throw you for a loop. A single coin may have the power to change your destiny.
That's nice here. So now I have to try to find a coin. Man, where are their coins? This place is barren. Maybe there'll be some in the sewers. People like to lose change all the time. Yeah, that's possible. But I don't know what it is. I just really enjoy it. It's like a Chaos Emerald for Sonic. Just some small thing that represents like the game, that shows you have to actually play it or watch it to know what it is. Like maybe a little VHS tape for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I would happily wear it all the time. I don't care if I'm at work, if I'm at home. I don't care. I will wear it at the beach. I will be very happy to show all the games that I've completed and their little icons to remember it by. So that way, if I forget who I am or what happens or anything like that, then I can just look down and be like, oh, look, a VHS tape. They had these in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And I played it on the N64 where they censored stuff. Speaking of Tony Hawk, I know it's been a while since I've done a Tony Hawk game, but don't you worry, because the next game that we're going to do, not like after this game, but the next Tony Hawk game is going to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X for the Xbox. And that is because that is one that I grew up playing. as well as that is the one that has the specific level that I very much enjoy. It's like a little dance club. It's like oomps, 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 oomps. And it's I love that. I love that little. I would just mess around in free skate, just having the time of my life, going up and down all around in that little club. It was so nice. But we are not done collecting stuff yet. That's right. We still have one more to do, maybe two. I don't know, something like that. So we've broken all the crates. We've cleaned the bell. We need to find a coin for the man to throw us through an area. How do you find a coin? Well, unfortunately, I believe there is a 100 coin shine here, which I'll get to that when I get to that. But by breaking this crate, we get a coin. There's a few coins available by spraying signs. That's about all I know of. Again, haven't really 100% of this game before, so sorry. Doing this as I go. But if we have a special person, they would be able to convert the birds into coins, I believe. Hey, a pineapple. Psych. For those who don't know, Psych was a 2006... it's not a sitcom. It's a... I don't even know how to qualify that show. Basically, these two dudes, they go through and solve murders by being super observant but disguising it as being psychic. Yeah, and away you go. Now, it is possible to mess that up. I don't know how, but I've done it many times, and I would be so upset that it would happen. So, I know it's possible. That much I know. But I believe we're at a good time point. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, my sleepy bears.